What's going on, everyone? You know what time it is. It's about that time we do another Midnight Vulnerabilities. You know it. I love it. I've been feeling pretty good lately. I've been, I don't know, I've been kind of working out a little bit. The weather's been nicer. I've been going outside more. Fun fact, I've been going outside and just swinging the baseball bat, a tennis ball in my backyard. I got a pretty big yard. And I'm just going back and forth hitting this tennis ball forward and backward, getting some pretty good swings in. I do get pretty frustrated when I don't hit the ball the way I want to, so that is a shame. That is a shame that I get a little upset about that, but it's alright. It's all fun and games. I'm just hitting the ball out there, having a good time. But anyway, how's your day going? For me, it's been pretty alright. Work's been kind of on my mind. Work's been kind of crazy. It's just been crazy. People are insane. And what can I say? I don't know. People complicate everything, and that's what work becomes. It just becomes complicated, especially in a more corporate environment where everything is like, oh, uptight, and everyone has to be, oh, this personality or that personality. And I don't follow that at all. Look, I'm not the kind of guy that goes and just like submits to some kind of corporate overlord. I'm not gonna submit easily, dude. I don't I don't fall in line unless there's like a real incentive. Can you be real for a second? Because like you have this job you work for that changes policies every like month, every quarter, every like whatever, right? And all these performance examinations and all this and that. And it's not like you're really getting a raise exactly, at least not as frequently as you get performance evaluations. You also, I mean, like, they change all this stuff, but it's all for shareholders and the stockholders and all these different, like, legal things. And it has nothing to do with the actual work you're doing. It's just changing of policies to stay, like, guys, corporate sucks. Big corporations, man. We live in a time where that's everyone's gotta fall in line and just do what everyone tells you to do, and that's very humiliating. It's very it basically rips your balls off. I hate it. Anyway, yeah, that's just a rant. That's a side tangent. I did want to take this opportunity to kind of explore my interests a little bit, kind of tell you guys what my passions are for. Obviously, I've been talking about God and getting more spiritual. I've had a few shortcomings in this last few days, and it sucks. I had to humble myself and be like, God, take this burden from me, please. I hate suffering because the sin is so tempting. I hate having to see this happen in real time in front of me and be like, dang, I had control and I just let go. Why did I do that? It's hard. Sin is not easy to deal with, but it is something that must be dealt with regardless. But I actually wanted to talk more about like my hobbies and my interests and my kind of what kind of stuff I do. That's what I want to talk about, at least. It's kind of a reevaluation of where I am right now, and I could always go back and look at this video and be like, dang, that's a time capsule right there. I just basically have this period of time where I'm into this or that, and I can look back and be like, dang, I've changed so much. So that's what this kind of is. It's kind of a telling of my personality as it is currently, kind of getting to know me a little bit more. I'm your prince after all, so you kind of have to understand who I am on a fundamental level, kind of what I'm interested in, right? Otherwise, I'm just kind of a nameless face, where I guess so, because you don't know my real name. I'm just in stigma, prince in stigma. Am I really a prince? Probably not, at least right now. I want to be. I want to make a kingdom. I want to be a prince. I want to maybe even grow into a king, maybe, who knows. But I kind of like Prince better, I'll be honest. Prince and Stigma definitely feels better for me. Anywho, my energy's kind of high, I noticed. I don't know why that is. I don't really have, like, I was really tired today, I'll be so honest. I don't know why my energy's so high right now. I haven't done this in a few days, I'll be honest. Man, I'm so anxious, I'm so, like, jittery, I don't know why. It's literally midnight and I shouldn't be this jittery. Alright, let's just calm down a little bit. Let's calm down, Stigma. Where do I even begin, honestly? Maybe do some of my favorites. I like that. Favorites. So my favorite color, for the longest time, it's been blue. It's always been blue, but not just any blue. I like a deep, like, dark blue. It's, like, very easy on the eyes, in my opinion. It's very calm. It's very not busy. Like, not muted blue, but more of, like, I don't know. I'd have to, like, it's hard to show because I don't have, like, a picture or anything of the color I'm thinking of, but it's, like, blue, but it's darker. Or more like a... Dang, I wish I knew more about colors. I don't know the exact, like, terminology to describe the blue I'm thinking of right now. But think maybe of the color of a sapphire. A sapphire is more of the darker blue that I like. Obviously not transparent, but kind of that more of a shade of blue. And then I also like the color white just as it is. It's blue and white for me. You know, back in the day, I used to like the color black because I thought I was so emo and also, like, edgy. How ridiculous. That's not me anymore. I like the color white. I wear so many white clothes. I wear the white pants. I wear even blue stuff too, yeah. Blue. Yeah, that's pretty good. What else? Favorite food? I like chicken pot pie. I love chicken pot pie. Yes, absolutely. I like the crust of chicken pot pie. Not so much the insides. The insides are kind of whatever. It's the crust. I really like the crust of pot pie, especially when it's baked right. It's very crispy. It's very juicy at the same time with all the chicken oil and the fat. It's probably not the best for me, but it's very tasty. And I also like burgers. Burgers and fries are just a combo you can't go wrong with. What else? Favorite band? Currently I've been listening to Kid Rock. Kid Rock is very keeps me in my masculine. Definitely keeps me makes me feel a little bit more in control, a little bit stronger in my frame. It seems weird, but I like to sing. I like to sing a lot. And Kid Rock songs always are kind of like a little grungy, but at the same time they're very fun to sing. They have some of the lyrics I really like. One of my favorite Kid Rock songs is Picture. It's a very somber song. It's also a very tragic song if you listen to the lyrics, so it means a lot more than just like, oh, it's a good song to listen to. It's more of a, oh, I feel this song on a deeper level. The message is clear to me. So I like Picture from Kid Rock. I also really like Bad Reputation's always a fun one to really get me going. And I just listen to all this on Spotify. I don't care about Spotify Premium, so I just have to deal with the ads, whatever. Another band I really like are the Eagles and Tears for Fears. Tears for Fears, I don't like a lot of the songs that I don't like of theirs, but some of the really good ones I like is Shout, and also Everybody Wants to Rule the World. You can't go wrong with that song. It's such a good time. Aerosmith has some good ones. What else? I don't really talk about music all that much. I just listen to stuff. Oh, I like old kind of like Western songs too. The whole playlist I listen to is just called Cowboy, and it has the Kid Rock. It has some of these like down to earth kind of upbeat, but also very southern. You can kind of, because I have Country Girl, Shake It For Me. I've got Wanted Dead or Alive. I don't remember who wrote some of these songs. Some of them I just have because I thought they were nice. I just put them in the playlist because they're country or whatever. What else? Country Girl. I could honestly keep going on about music, but I'm gonna move on to something else. I'm kind of drawing blanks, and it's kind of late too. So, what else can I say for favorites? Favorite. What else could I say? What's another favorite people ask usually? I don't know why I can't think of anything else. Usually this comes easy, but right now I'm drawing blanks. Favorite month of the year? I guess I like July is pretty nice. The weather and even the rain in July looks pretty nice too. Like the skies are clear, it's pretty bright out when it rains, and it's also still warm when it rains. So July is pretty nice. Where I live, it's really warm in the summer and really cold in the winter. So you have all these polarized weathers. I'm coughing everywhere today. I've been perpetually sick for the last month. I don't know what's going on here. I don't I don't take any medication. I don't do anything when I'm sick. I'm just going with it. What else is for favorites? Favorite animal. Ooh. This is a one I kind of changed recently. I think it used to be like elephant or something, but now it's like the majestic flying fish. And their fins are like really cool looking. You should actually see like a diagram of a flying fish. Their wingspan is pretty big to get them to glide out of the water for as long as they do. And they just look so cool when they glide. It's awesome. So yeah, flying fish is one of my favorite animals. But if I had to choose anything else, I think I would go with the puma. The puma. Is it? Or am I thinking of a lynx? Some kind of big cat, not bobcat. It's like kind of looks like a bobcat. The puma is like, it's got funny looking ears, and it's got like the face of a lion, but also the body of a big cat. I don't know. They're funny looking. I like them. My favorite. Favorite book. Books and movies. I just got a couple. I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings books. I haven't finished the full trilogy for Lord of the Rings, but I did read The Hobbit. It wasn't that bad. I've seen the movies of everything. I've read The Hobbit through. I started the first book of Lord of the Rings. It's not that bad to read. It's pretty long. It is a long read, and some of the wording is kind of definitely a period of time where it's different. What I think I mean to say, it aged a little differently. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm saying here. How long is this video? We're about halfway done. That's alright. And then for favorite book, I have to say, another one I really liked is the Narnia series. What's too bad about that is because I read through the entire book series, because I had all the books at one point, But then we donated them all. And now I just have the 2 rings. Yeah. And I wanted to reread the Narnia series because I did that for like a whole summer. I read all the Narnia books. And I can't do that anymore. And I don't remember what the books were about. Like, I remember some of like the key stuff, but it's been so long, it's been a while, and I only have the first book now, and I wish I had more of the Narnia books. I do own a collection of the Dune books, or at least a couple of them. I don't know how many Dune books there are, but I have 3 of them. The first one, the second one, and the third one, I believe. I haven't even started Dune. And then the book I'm currently reading is called Nefarious Plot, and it's more of a spiritual book. It's by Steve Deese. I know the author of this book because I've been reading it. And Steve Deese, he writes about, well, in the book, it's told from the perspective of a demon general called Nefarious. And he's basically boasting about his plan to take over humanity. And it talks about all the things that are wrong with the world that we don't really take notice, at least as much as we should. And the whole book is about like the steps and the actions that these demons essentially are taking to ruin us from the inside out. And a lot of the book actually talks about how we're doing this to ourselves. Like, they set the groundwork and we ran with it, essentially, as humans. So it's a pretty thought-provoking book. I do recommend it. It's not too long, actually. It's pretty nicely paced. Some of the chapters aren't the most interesting, but some of them are really, really good. Like the one I just read about abortion and death, bro, is like, whew, that gets you. That gets you. Especially explaining how abortions work in detail. That's gruesome. And that really puts things into perspective. I kind of like books that do that kind of like give you the truth, but it's brutally honest, and wow, it's powerful. So yeah, I definitely recommend A Nefarious Plot by Steve Deese. I also really like Way of the Superior Man. I read it not too long ago. I reread it, and it's got some good tips in there. Some of them I don't really care much for. Some of the sections in The Way of Superior Man, but some of it's got some pretty nice stuff as well. Ooh, and I just thought of some more favorites I could do, but next up is going to be movies. Some of the movie series I like, I'm interested in Matrix, I'm interested in Star Wars, again, Lord of the Rings, Narnia. Narnia's only got 3 movies, I think. I don't remember if Disney made them. Maybe. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I think. And then the other couple ones. There was also... animated series, I think. I've always been a fan of Kung Fu Panda as a kid. But the 4th one ruined it, I don't know. The 4th one was such a letdown. I wasn't very... Jack Black definitely overstayed his welcome as Poe. Like, and they also didn't have the Furious 5, so I don't know. I have some things to say about Kung Fu Panda 4. What other animated movies do I kind of like? Dang. I don't know. I don't really do animated movies all that much. I just kind of put them on in the background if I ever watch them. How about some comedies? I really like Truman Show. It's a really, really thought-provoking movie as well. I like the movies that get you to really think like, dang, like, what did I just watch? What did I just experience? Because you put yourself into the shoes of these characters, and you have to understand, like, what they're going through at that moment. And when Truman takes a bow for the last time before he leaves, dang, that is just, man. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Maybe I should start saying that for these midnight vulnerabilities. That'd be so weird. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do whatever it comes to mind. Maybe I'll do it just for this video. Just because I talked about it. What's another one I really, really like? Oh, and this is fun too. Nefarious Plot, the book I was talking about, it actually has a movie adaptation technically. And I forget who plays the characters, but there's Jimmy, and then there's Nefarious. And the whole movie is basically them going back and forth about these like religious things. Like Jimmy is this psychiatrist who's trying to like determine whether Nefarious is clinically insane and not fit for execution, or if he is fit for execution. That's basically the whole thing. He's deciding whether he's clinically insane. You're diagnosing him basically, and the things Nefarious says, like he says straight up, "I'm a demon," but Jimmy doesn't believe in heaven or hell. He's an atheist, and he's basically trying to pick apart logically as an atheist. He's trying to logically, for the best of his abilities, he's trying to pick apart this possessed human being. It's a really good movie. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but I'm basically just summarizing the gist of what the concept is. And it takes place in like this prison area. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. This like meeting room. But they're alone, they're isolated, and they got like bars and gateways and all these different blockages keeping them isolated from everyone else. It's very direct. Like the whole movie is just these guys bantering back and forth, and then one guy is trying to like, and this is Nefarious. He's trying to. I probably shouldn't spoil it. I'm gonna let you guys try to find that movie on your own. It's actually free on YouTube. Last time I checked, I might have to see it again. Oh shoot! I almost forgot my most favorite movie. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. I'm going to get to my favorite movie in a sec, and then I'm going to talk about video games a little bit for the next 10 minutes, or 8 minutes, I guess. And then, yeah, Nefarious is just a really good movie. It's very dramatic. It's very, the tone is very drab, in a way. It's also very depressing, some of the stuff that they talk about, because it's very heavy with real world issues, especially current day issues like wars and all that. So give it a watch. It's a nice watch. All right, let's talk about my actual favorite movie. It's called Flora. I found this movie free on YouTube, because I like to check YouTube sometimes. Sometimes they have free with ads kind of stuff. That's how I found this movie, actually. It's called Flora. And I actually was very interested in botany for a very short time, just because I did like an analog horror kind of thing, at least in drawings and writing. I didn't actually make analog horror, but I wanted to kind of like do something that was about analog horror. Like it would... the preferred medium is analog horror, but I kind of just made concept art for everything, and it was just all these plants. But this movie Flora was about these plants that also have like a darker undertone to them, and the movie takes place in this forest. These botanists are doing a field expedition. These are all college students. They're also dressed really strangely, but I like the outfits. So they're really cool. They're very old-timey, old money kind of stuff. And it doesn't look like it would happen like modern day, but the camera and every shot just looks like it would be modern day. So it's kind of contrasting in that way, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And then there's this like toxic forest, essentially. Like the spores, I think it was the spores of the trees were like poisonous, and there was essentially no life except for the flora and well, just the fauna actually. No fauna no fauna could live there, but the flora. That's why the movie's called Flora. um, Essentially, it kills off all the fauna, and it's just the flora in the forest. And there's also a whole bunch of like other like details and things that is easy to miss, but it's also kind of easy to follow on to if you actually pay attention. So it's not a bad movie at all. It's kind of obscure. It's kind of lesser known. It's got some cool music. Not everybody likes the music I like, obviously, but it's got some very experimental music I would recommend. And a lot of it's actually made by Nathan Perlman. Shout out to him. I like his music. I like some of the stuff he made for the movie. It's pretty good. And then the last segment of this video is going to be talking about the games I like to play. I don't really get a chance to play games very much. Video game wise, I mean. Usually every day I play on my phone. I do this game called Pokemon Pocket. I've always been a Pokemon fan. I like to open the trading card games. Not so much anymore. The market for that is insane, dude. And I'm also 20 years old, so I'm probably not the target demographic anyway. But there's the digital app Pokemon Pocket, and you can just open packs every day. And it's just like you collect 5 cards in each pack, which isn't just like, it's not like the actual trading card game, but I digress. So it's just fun to have like time to open these packs every day and just kind of collect cards and trade with people online. It's not that bad, actually. It's nice and fun. You can also do games and battles. It's not as well thought out as the actual trading card game. The rules and stuff are very different. And there's also a bunch of different events you can also participate in. So I do that every so often, every day. I also do a little bit of Magic the Gathering. I'm definitely a sucker for trading card games, guys, for sure. I got into Magic as a teen. Like when I was 13, I was introduced to Magic, and then I think it slowly snowballed up, and eventually I got to Magic Online, Magic Arena, and I just got the game online, and I can just play games, open packs too, on that as well. But the actual games I like to play that are actually computer games, I've got 2 in mind that I do want to share. The first one I've been loving for a long time, but the developers kind of gave up on it in a very sudden way, I guess. The game I'm referring to is called Raft. Raft isn't the most popular game, but it's definitely a very fun game in my opinion. I've liked Raft since 2018. It's been a long time coming. It was in early access, and I started playing around the midway point, I guess, when it was still being worked on. There wasn't, because Raft is something that I've just kind of fallen in love with the process of it being developed. Like the creators, like showing us teasers, giving us insights, giving us kind of a little bit of hype for what's to come. And when the final chapter came of Raft, which is the current update that is on since 2023, I think, which is like 3 years ago. Yeah, nothing's come since then. No teasers, no hype, no insights, nothing. I think they just dropped the game, and it's sad to see that, but Raft was a very fun game to watch it grow up. It watched me grow up, and it has a lot of fun things. If you don't know, Raft is about, basically it's a survival crafting game where you're on a raft and you have this hook and you just collect a bunch of garbage in the ocean. best way I can describe it. And there's a story. It's hard to find, but I love the game. There's infinite possibility with something like that, but I also like the adventure, the sense of discovery with the islands that they have for the chapters, and even the bigger islands, and just a bunch of stuff you could do. I get very interested into the chores of the game too, like just going around and picking up eggs and milking my goats. And you should play the game yourself. It's only like $20. It's really cheap. It's better than Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite too. That was a long time ago, way before 2023. Unfortunately, this video is about to come to the end, but I did want to share one more thing. Hytale. I used to be a big Minecraft gamer, but Hytale has recently gone into early access, and I own it. And so far, I like the game. I like what it could do, but as it is right now, I'm not as excited. Mostly because I want to be a mage. I want to be the magic guy. But they don't have a lot of magic stuff in the game. At least not that's worth it. And it sucks. I want to play as a wizard in Hytale. But they don't have... They have all the melee. They have all the range. Or I guess not. Well, they could do more with ranger, honestly. But they have nothing for magic except for a couple like grimoires that are one-time use and staffs that have a very rare ammo, which sucks. So I wish Hytale would update more. I'm watching the updates. They recently did a 5th update with a bunch of farming, or maybe it was the 4th update with farming and just some minor tweaks to the gameplay and the creative stuff. I don't really do the creative stuff. I really like the survival though. But I am frustrated about dying very much. It's so easy to die in that game. It's not the best time, but Hytale is a pretty fun game if you get into it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Goodbye.